look at, and that's where I think we do, again, have to give our nod to Easter's Gaming and their ability in taking this more scaling-oriented and kind of wombo combo-y, team fight composition, that they did find a few very good looks.
And honestly, I loved it. And it's so nice to see kind of the growth of some of these regions over the years, to where we have these competitive games. They went on a composition that is seen as a bit easier to execute. They did a pretty good job of playing around picks on sides with the Lissandra and the Graves. They were the ones setting Niski behind. And then, about half the time, they found the wombo combo that won them the fight. Again, luckily for Mad, they started to figure out how to play around them very well, not grouping up too tight-knit in an area like they sadly did at the Baron, though.
Yeah, this is where the game got a little bit interesting. I think only having one Drake, wanting to try and accelerate the game, Mad tried to take a big swing here, but
yeah,
ISG had a really good punish to actually take Baron off of all of them. And this is where people definitely started to sweat a little bit if you're an LEC fan. But ultimately, they were able to come out in the end.
Yeah, this Graves started to get scary, but ultimately they'd lock it up. I like you calling out the fact that at that point, or rather that first Drake that we saw go through, was pretty late into the game. And just in general, Jad, I think this keys into something that you expected to take place in this tournament, which is to have game times extend a little bit, particularly given kind of that conversation about how maybe bot lane isn't going to be quite as strong, and so maybe a little bit less focus around the Dragon from the beginning.
It could definitely happen. Niski did so much work in this fight, by the way. That's probably the majority of his damage in the game.